Today we're making high protein bread. All right, so you need to start with warm water. It needs to be 110 degrees or you will not allow the yeast to rise if it's too cold, or you'll kill the yeast if it's too hot. So make sure that it's 110 degrees. To that, we're going to add a little sugar to feed the yeast, 1 tablespoon. You could use maple syrup if you prefer. Make sure that it dissolves in the warm water, and then we're going to add a tablespoon of yeast. Stir that in. We're going to set that aside and let it proof for 5 to 10 minutes until it becomes nice and frothy. Next up, we are going to start mixing the dry ingredients. We're going to use 2.5 cups of oat flour. Now this bread is high protein, but it is not gluten free because we are making it high protein with vital wheat gluten. You're going to use 1.5 cups of vital wheat gluten. And then a pinch of salt. I've used about a teaspoon. We're going to mix that together so that you eliminate any little lumps, because we don't want to stir this very much once we add the water. It'll activate that gluten and it'll become tough. So we have our yeast that has become proofed. We are going to add that to the dry mix. And I like to get out all of the good yeast so that I make sure this loaf rises completely. And remember, we're not going to stir it very much. We're not going to knead it very much because we don't want to have a super chewy, tough bread, because vital wheat gluten is typically used for wheat meat, right? For vegans. So that gives you a chewy, dense, meaty texture. But that's not what we're looking for with this bread. We're just looking to incorporate all of that yeast. We're going to use our hands and knead it for about a minute, maybe 2. And you're going to make sure that you eliminate any white lumps of yeast like that. And we're going to set it aside, covered, and let it rise for about 45 minutes. And we're going to prepare our loaf pan. I like to use parchment paper. That way I don't have to use oil. So I just crumple the parchment paper so it sits in the loaf pan just a little bit better. It's not great, but it's better than adding a lot of oil. We're going to cook it at 400 degrees for 45 minutes. I've topped this with a little bagel seasoning. You could also top it with my hormone supporting seed blend from seedthemoment.com. Or you don't have to top it at all. And you've got a great high protein bread.